is the battery that I have with me today. Standard range. I'll be driving in eco mode, and ADAS feature, I don't need them. Okay, I've got, with 95% battery, I've got 399 kilometers of driving range. Okay, let's start. I don't know if this camera is able to record this or not, but there is a noise coming, as if the IC engine is running, you know. Engine causes the noise. You can hear it from inside. Hello folks, namaste and good morning. My name is Awashisojha and welcome to my channel, which is all about travel, views and reviews. And yes, today I am reviewing a vehicle. This one is from Leapmotor's C10. I'm doing a range test and review of this car. And let me tell you one thing guys, this is a very young brand. This vehicle, you know, Leapmotors, they've just got around 1 decade of experience. Now, when it comes to automobile, 1 decade is not a very long time period. But there is a catch. And you know what it is? This particular company, Leapmotors China, 21% of its share is owned by Stellantis Group. And you all know what Stellantis Group is, right? This is a big car. First thing, it's big. It might not be that big for people outside Nepal, many countries outside Nepal, but for our country, it's a big car. And it's a powerful EV also. Talking about few highlights and specification, the battery capacity of this car is 69.9 kilowatt hour. And the driving range they're claiming is 530 kilometers CLTC. But WLTP claim is 420 kilometers. What is the actual driving range? We are gonna find that out today, right? Yes, we'll do it. And the motor, it's there on the rear side. This car is rear wheel drive car and it has got 160 kilowatt motor. And it generates massive 320 Nm of torque. That's it. Let's continue our range test. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive this car for some time inside the city and then I'll exit. We don't have good highways now, you all know, after our recent flood, landslides and all those things that happened in our country. So I'll try to at least cover 50%, at least consume 50% of the battery and share with you the information about the kind of range that I'm gonna get today. Let's do it. There was one noise I was talking about, right? Motor noise that you can hear from inside the car when you are driving, and it comes only when you are below 30 kilometers per hour. That's for our safety and pedestrian safety. That's as per European safety norms. I don't think so this GoPro is able to record that noise, but yes, I can hear it whenever I am driving it at below 30 kilometers per hour, and after 30 it stops. That's one unique feature that this car has. But to tell you the truth, I'm not enjoying that noise at the moment because I'm used to driving silent EVs. But with the time, I know that's going to be a habit to me. Kathmandu traffic is getting crazy and I'm gonna increase my fan speed. Also, I need seat ventilation. Where is it? Ventilation. We've got a heating function also, but for now, I just need. Okay, I'll put it off for you. For myself, seat ventilation is on. And yes, I have done 13.8 kilometers already. I've got 389 kilometers of driving range with 93% battery with me. So we are going towards Nagarkot, and on the way we thought we'll stop here for a tea break, you know, and my car is parked there. And there's a good news, you've got a charger here in this restaurant. It's called German Homes Hospitality on the way towards Bhaktapur, and you've got a DC charger here. Isn't that a good thing for us? We should have this kind of chargers in many places so that our life becomes easy. Okay, 90% battery and I've done 24.1 kilometers already. We'll take a left from Suryabinayak Junction and go towards Nagarkot now. There's a lot of noise that you can hear with all the sensors around the car. Warning coming from everywhere. We have done 32 kilometers already and the uphill climb has started. I'm driving in the twisties, and one thing I've realized, from among the EVs I have drove in the past, body roll wise, this has got the minimum body roll. I think I had seen a review in which they were saying the body roll of this car is way lesser than the sedan cars. I am actually experiencing that now. Body roll is bare minimum. That's one thing. See, after doing 35 kilometers, little bit of experience I wanted to share. Now, in terms of braking, okay, I'm not saying it's not responsive. Brakes are responsive, but it has got a different characteristic. Some spongy feeling. It's very smooth and soft. You don't understand when the brake is activated already. It's that smooth actually. I've reached on top now. After charging, I've done 43.4 kilometers, consuming 20% battery. And today's range test, I'll tell you, we are not gonna get good range. I know that, because it will be all the times on the hills. We're going up and we're going down. And like I always say, the amount of energy that we lose when we are doing an uphill drive, that's not equivalent to the kind of regen that we are gonna get when we are doing a downhill drive. So energy consumption is gonna go high in this test today. So we are doing a downhill drive towards Melamchina. I'm doing some little bit of off-road drive also. And good part is this car has got a massive 190 mm of ground clearance. And you know, suspension, it's not on the softer side. But at the same time, it's not that stiff also. It's just perfect. I've been telling the same thing for many EVs now. I'm loving it. In terms of suspension, in terms of ground clearance, oh yes, things are great. So beautiful people, now we are going to talk about this beautiful EV which is there with me today. Leapmotor C10. Tell me guys, how do you like the design of this car? And while talking about the design, one special request, please ignore these things here. I don't know why these people, you know, they come and litter. It's all filled with plastic and waste, trash everywhere. Let's ignore that. Okay, let's talk about the car. How do you like the design of this car? They've got a logo there, Leapmotor's logo. It's unique. Wraparound front LED headlight. And there is a fog lamp also at the bottom. And did you notice one thing here? This thing is closed. It opens whenever it is required, you know, so that the air goes inside to cool down the system. It only opens whenever it is required. It has got a battery of 69.9 kilowatt hour LFP battery. And the range that the company is saying is 530 CL TC. 420 is WLTP. And real life range, we are gonna know today, right? Yes, we'll do that. And there is one very special thing we all should know about this car. There is one unique feature they have, and that feature is called cell-to-chassis technology. You know what that means? It means that the battery is placed in the chassis of this car. It's designed that way. This car is built in pure EV platform, and battery is there integrated, you know, its battery is placed in the chassis itself. This is for the safety reason. That way what happens is car becomes very stable. 1, 2, the placement, you know, battery compartment is very strong, and because it's a chassis, it's a backbone of the car. Merudanda bhanincha ni gadiko. Chassis ta euta merudanda नै ho, हैन? So that backbone also is strong because it has to support the whole body structure, whole car, and the battery pack also, which is usually heavy. And the third thing, very important thing, it reduces body roll. I experienced that when I was bringing this car, when I was driving it in the twisties today. And when we are talking about cell to chassis technology, there is one thing that we all should know, and that thing is torsion stiffness. Let's know what torsion stiffness is. यसको गाडीको chassis, यसको गाडीको structure कति strong छ भनेर टेस्ट नै गरिएको छ. धेरै टेस्ट गरेको. There are many videos in YouTube. You can see they've used a crane to lift this car from one side, and they're doing a test, and the results are surprising, people. If you look at it, 1 degree bend hunako लागि, 1 degree कुनै पनि यसको तलको चेसीको एरियाको हैन पाटपुर्जाहरु बेन्ड हुनको लागि त्यो स्ट्रेंथ जुन हुन्छ, that strength is calculated in Nm, Newton meters. 42,500 Newton meters को force is required to bend 1 degree र यो हाईएस्ट हो यो सेगमेन्टको गाडीमा र धेरै अरु गाडीहरु जुन हामीसँग अवेलेबल छ त्यसमा यो बेस्ट हो इभन रोल्स रोयस फ्यान्टम you know it has got the torsion stiffness of only 40,500 Nm, whereas this Leap Motors, the strength required is 42,500, more than Rolls-Royce Phantom. And another very important thing that we all should know, you know, Leap Motors, I've shared that information already. 21% of its stake is owned by Stellantis Group in China. And Leap Motors, you know, this car, this particular company, they are focusing very much in European market. Of course, because of that, even in European NCAP, they've got 5-star safety rating. Stellantis Group, they have 51% of its share for Leap Motor International. See, I'm telling you, they've divided it that way. Leap Motors China and Leap Motors International, they have divided this company that way. Now Leap Motor International is looking after international market, of course. And because Stellantis Group has got such a big stake in this company, this vehicle C10 is designed, tuned by Maserati team. You know what Maserati is, right? And you know, where is Leap Motor International's head office? It's in Italy. Whenever we hear that name, there's one thing that comes to our mind. And that is design, fashion. You know, Italy, of course. Designed by Europeans, designed for Europeans, made in China. That's how they call this car. Leap Motor C10. Of course, it's designed for us also. And because Stellantis Group is already active in India, Leap Motor is also gonna soon enter Indian market. And maybe we will get this car in Nepal from India itself in the near future, maybe. Let's hope so. At the moment, for European market, this particular vehicle is manufactured in Poland. And they are supplying it in European market. And you know one thing, this particular model in this segment, Leap Motor in this SUV segment in China, C10 is number 3 in terms of sales. In this segment, I'm telling you. Design wise, we have already talked about how it looks from the front. Everything is very minimalistic. If you're among somebody who doesn't like things very loud, I think C10 is for them, because everything is done in a very elegant and decent way. When we move towards the profile, please see that we've got 20 inches alloy wheels here. We've got Leap Motors badging here. We have got integrated indicators, cameras on the ORVM outside rear view mirror. The ground clearance is 190 mm. I've mentioned that already. And check out the way this car looks from the side. The C10 is as big as the newly announced BMW X3, let me tell you. It's a big car. And when we come towards the back, you can once again see LED wrapped around rear lamps. It's a very simple design. It's bare minimum things that they've done. You don't see rear wipers here, right? But yes, we have got rear wipers in this car, and it's hidden under the spoiler here. We've got a rear wiper there. Shark fin antenna. There is a high mount light on the spoiler also. It looks absolutely elegant in the evening and night. There are sensors everywhere. And to open the boot, there's a button they've given here. This way you can open the boot, and the boot space is, can you call it a huge boot space? Yes, it is. It is actually. You've got enough space here. They've given us a light, and there is a woofer here for good sound system. Let us close this boot for now. Let us also talk about the interiors and everything that we have in this car. See, there is a welcome seat function. It's powered. You don't have to manually adjust the seats. And of course, there is a memory function also. Your driving position, you can set it the way you want. And everywhere, if you look at the car from inside, it's not that jilke and all. Minimum thing, elegant, lovely. There you'll see soft touch everywhere, meaning they've used all quality materials inside this car. And you know, a very unique thing about this leather, softer leather that they've used in this car, they say it's chewable for the kids. It's antibacterial. They've used these all terms. I mean, they're using the best quality materials in this car for the interiors. These materials, you know, that they've used in the car is good for baby skin also, kids skin, and of course if it's good for kids skin, it will be good for our skin also, right? The touch screen system that they have provided in this car has got a Qualcomm chipset, Qualcomm Snapdragon 8295 system that we are getting in this car, and when we are using it, it's really smooth and we get that feeling that yes, it's of a good quality actually. This car is doing very good, wonderful job in terms of sales internationally, and so far nothing seems to be wrong for this EV. In terms of safety rating, I have talked about it already. 5-star Euro NCAP they've got. Now what we'll do is we'll try their voice command, right? Hello Leap Motor.
You can tell me.
Can you please close the driver's window?
Okay, window at driver's side closed.
Open driver's side windows.
I'll quit it. Okay, window at driver's side opened.
Please open passenger side window.
I'll quit and you can. Okay, window at front passenger side opened.
On seat ventilation.
Okay, seat ventilation enabled.
So yes, Leap Motor C10, it accepts voice commands also. This is a fatigue monitor here, and this thing is really smarter, let me tell you. This thing is instructing me, it's monitoring my activities every time, and I've got many instructions from this particular monitor already. I really like this interior design here. You can see a little bit of color here. It's an ambient light. You've got lots of color option that you can choose from. The glove box that they've given is not that big in terms of size. It's small. You've got 2 cup holders here. You've got a wireless mobile charger here. You've got a very deep, big space under your armrest, cup holders. I'm at the back seat now. You've got rear AC vents. There is a USB charger and Type-C charger. Flat bottom here. And the best part is this space here. I heard that Chinese people, they're very particular about legroom, headroom, space in the second row. And the seats are very comfortable, let me tell you. They're very comfortable, under thigh support, the seat height, everything. There's no room to complain at all. Really satisfied. I think that's it about the car, right? Let's continue our range test now. Color option, did I talk about? We've got a white C10 with us. There are 5 different color options you can choose from. And interior also, there are 2 options. One is the dark option that we are using today. There is another color option also, which is brownish. That is also there if you like the brown color interior. Let's continue our range test. One thing, I don't know, in other EVs and all, when you go nearby the car, it opens by itself. Here you have to do something manually. You have to press this, and then only you have to access your door and get inside the car. Okay, we've reached Kunta Vesi. We still have 82% battery with 343 kilometers of driving range. We have done 64 kilometers already. 0 kilo. We are taking a right and going towards Dhulikhel. Hope the roads are good that side. A ferry inclination suru. Roads are bad this side towards Dhulikhel. Now this is going to be a test for C10 because roads are bad just before reaching Dhulikhel. And the recent landslides has done no mercy to this place. It has ruined things badly. And another thing is, I am on eco mode. I am not changing the mode. There's no issue. My goodness. Independent suspension, 190 mm of ground clearance, rear wheel drive. The Combination is working perfect here. I'm really happy with the performance. Tuli Hill top here. We've done 86.5 kilometers. I still have 69% battery. I still have 289 kilometers of driving range. And I'll tell you, Tuli Hill ko ye section junte, I was really skeptic about it. I was really worried. I was not sure if this car would take things easily. But I am so happy. Ek ठाउँमा पनि कतै पनि छुदा पनि छैन र यो गाडीले. खिस्रिक्क सानो छुने हुन्थ्यो कुनै कुनै गाडीमा. यसले कतै पनि छैन. I'm really confident about this EV now. Happy. 3 things: independent suspension, rear wheel drive, and 190 mm of ground clearance. And to complement all these things, perfect suspension setup. Let's now go towards Kathmandu. But before that, we need to stop and have our lunch. Very hungry. And before stepping out, I'd like to show you something. See, I'm still in drive mode, right? I'm not putting off anything. In this car, what happens is once you open the door, this thing goes automatically to the parking. System goes to off mode by itself. You don't have to do anything. Lunch break done. Let's go back to Kathmandu now. We have 69% battery. We've got 288 kilometers of driving range. What's the time? It's 2:45 now. I just crossed 100 kilometers today. I mean, I did 102.1 kilometers. I still have 66% battery with me. And I have reached Surya Vinayak. The kind of roads that I went to today, all uphill drive, bad roads, and now Kathmandu city traffic. I've got 64% battery with me. I have done 114.3 kilometers already. And I'm stuck in this Gausala traffic for a real long time now. Yep, so I'm at 60% now, meaning I consumed 40% battery and I've done 126 kilometers. Now I'm going towards Saku. I still have got lots of driving range with me. 252 kilometers of driving range I still have. Saku Bazar ma pani bhid huncha रहेछ. I'll show you something here. Let's go here. There's something called a nap mode here. So when we put that on, ocean wave sound. Or what is it that you want? You can use it when you are charging your vehicle while you are on a highway or while you are doing a long distance travel. Nice, right? Ocean waves. Lovely. This is nap mode. Listen to this music and relax. And one thing, exit seat is coming back to my driving position now. You know what I am doing? I am taking a rest. I've been driving for a long time now. I had started at around 9:30, I think. What's the time? It's 5 now. And I'm still driving. Distance wise, I'm not able to cover much. See people, we don't have good highways now. Everywhere it's a problem. Range test garala pani garo bhaisakyo. I'll rest for some time and then I'll continue my journey. Yes, break done. I am now once again doing uphill drive towards Jarsing Paua. As a khali uphill test matrai jasto cha Leap Motor C10 ko. Most of the drive that I am doing has got uphill drive. First from Kathmandu towards Nagarkot. Second one was from 0 kilo to Tuli Hill. That's steep inclination and the roads were bad. And now again it's a steep inclination till Jarsing Paua. I've got 55% battery with me and I have done 141 kilometers already. I still have 232 kilometers of driving range. अब Jarsing Paua को उकालोमा राम्रै जान्छ ब्याट्री अब फेरि. तर वो अपहिल टेस्टमा पनि मलाई जहाँसम्म लाग्छ 300 किलोमिटरको रेन्ज त दिन्छ यो गाडीले. Like other EVs, this car also you get warranty, battery warranty you get for 8 years or 1,60,000 kilometers, whichever comes earlier. And for other electrical components and all, the warranty is for 4 years or 1 lakh kilometers, whichever comes earlier. And you know what's the price of this car? They have priced it aggressively. Car with 160 kilowatt motor and the battery size of 69.9 kilowatt hour. You can purchase this EV at 69,99,000 rupees. And in terms of their charging network, which is very important, you know, there are people who are always asking me to include this in the video. Yes, I'll include it in terms of pictorial representation here. Have a look. This ambient lighting, you know, it keeps on changing. Now it's yellow. Things have become very fancy now, and we are on our way towards Jarsing Paua top. It's steep inclination and we are doing uphill drive. Off-road drive has started now. सबै टाइपको टेरेनमा चलाइयो है लिप मोटर्स आज. तर मलाई आइ एम भेरी इम्प्रेस्ड है यसको यो अफ-रोड क्यापेबिलिटिजको. गाडी इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकल खास यस्तो ठाउँमा ल्याउने त होइन, तर हामी कहाँ लान्छौँ राम्रो टेस्टको लागि मेहनत छ पुरै. चलाइराखेको छ गाडी यार यत्रो किलोमिटर. तर मलाई अहिले डर चाहिँ लागेको छैन है गाडीले सुन्छ भने. त्यस्तो ठाउँमा छोएन हो कानै छोला र यो. I just love this time of the day. As the day is drawing towards the end, things are getting better, things are getting beautiful. And check out the place I am at. I've done 185 kilometers today. I've done that already. Nagarkot पनि आइपुग्यो. अघि नगरकोटमा अपहिल ड्राइभ गरेको थियो, अब थोरै डाउनहिल ड्राइभ भनेको तलसम्म. Or I still have 199 kilometers of driving range. So beautiful people, I have just stopped the car because I just did not notice this. I am at 49%, means I was at 50, I just got into 49 and I have done 167.3 kilometers already. So with 50% battery, I could do 167.3 kilometers. Meaning with 100% battery, what is the kind of range that I would have got? 334 kilometers, right? So yes, with 100% battery, 334 kilometers with so much of uphill drive and rough road section, I am absolutely happy with the range that I got today. And if you look at this screen here, I still have 205 kilometers of driving range, meaning this system is saying 372 kilometers range. It is still showing now in the system. Actual calculation हामीले गर्यो भने 334, system को calculation हेर्यो भने around 370-380 kilometers. That's the driving range I got today driving this car. Now if you ask me things I like, I do not like about this car, one thing is, see, liking and disliking is subjective, I always say that. I like the simplicity of this car. It is very simple. Everything is done in a very minimalistic way. But at the same time, I did not like the way this car looks from the back. It's simple, but I don't know, somehow I wanted, for me personally, I thought a little bit more they could have done. And second thing, why is it that we have got so much space in this second row? You could have cut that off, you know, a little bit, and maybe you could have increased the size of the boot. That's my feeling. I don't know if there are people who need that much of space, but it's really used. And apart from that, brakes. I don't know why it's so bouncy, spongy. Not that it's not responsive, it is, but it's very spongy. If I'm getting that different kind of feeling, you'll understand it only when you go to the showroom and try it out. It's not the regular one, it's a little different. And when I was doing a downhill drive, regen is not acting weird. Regen works perfectly. That's it, people. I think I am quite happy with this car. And till date, if you're asking me to compare this car with any other vehicle, it will be only Zeekr. Otherwise, except Zeekr, I did not get the kind of satisfaction I got driving this car today. It was Zikr and this panoramic moonroof ma moon dekhaera tapaihरुलाई like good night भन्नु भनेको भएको छैन. What's the time now? 6:30 almost. People, it's kind of hard work that I am doing. I've just reached, where is it? It's somewhere nearby Nagarkot. I will end the video here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd like to wish you guys a wonderful evening ahead. Stay happy. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. Good night. Ciao.